Hello guys, hello my people. It's your girl Onana and this is OhNanaNation. So if you're new on this channel, a very special welcome to you. Please go ahead and subscribe honey because you would definitely love it here. And shout out to all our amazing subscribers. You guys are the ish. I appreciate you guys so much for all the love and support. My people, wahala no they end though, wahala no they finish. So today, unfortunately, we have sad news reaching us from Nkwen Bamenda in the northwest region of Cameroon, where a little girl has been silenced by military officers again. You know, we are not even done crying the person of Caroline, another baby girl, a 5-year-old, was killed in Boya just the past few weeks, I think 2 weeks ago. We are not even done mourning this little girl, not even done crying yet. Another one again, no, my people. So today we have an 8-year-old Tataw Brandy who has been silenced by a police officer. Let's go ahead and break the gist, how it happened, and how the public is reacting to this sad news today. Our hearts are all broken. Stay tuned.
Oh Nana, what's my name? Oh Nana, what's my name?
So sadly, this happened yesterday, Friday, November 12th, 2021, in Nkwen Bamenda around 12 noon. So we have a schoolgirl. Her name was Tataw Brandy. Brandy was just 8 years old, and she was on the side of the street coming back from school. And across the street, we had a police officer on duty. His name is Alain Faga. So Alain Faga is doing his routine police check. He's on the street, stopping cars, checking driver license, checking ID card, insurance, and all the regular stuff they check. And our Cameroonian police officers sometimes are greedy. When they control your car and you have all your documents in order, they still want you to give them money. They are so used to this filthy mentality of bribery and corruption. For some reason, whether your documents are in order or not, they will manipulate one thing that you don't have. Oh, you don't have fire extinguisher, or maybe the date on your fire extinguisher have expired, or you don't have category, or you don't have visit technique, or they will just come up with something to make sure they get money away from you. So that's how our police officers are. Keep that in mind. They have entitlement mentality, and they're so used to people giving them money. Even when your documents are in order, you tell them, no, officer, I'm not giving you nothing. They get mad. They have such a huge ego. I don't understand where this comes from. Cameroonian police officers think they are the law. They think they can do and undo. You tell an officer no, he gets mad. You tell an officer no, he gets furious, and it results in an altercation, and sometimes lives are lost in the process. So Alain Faga is doing his routine control, and he stopped a car, a private car belonging to a manager of one of the credit unions there in Bamenda. His name is Ngum Godlove. So they stopped Godlove's car, and the police officer had asked Godlove all his documents and everything. I wasn't there. Now I'm just going from what people are saying on the internet. So he asked Godlove to give his documents and everything. Godlove is a manager of a bank, so we presume he has an education. And people who have an education don't make bribery and corruption easy for you. They will tell you, they'll stand on their rights. That's why people go to school, to know their rights and how to defend it. So the manager of this bank was stopped by a police officer. The police officer asked all his documents. He gave the documents were all in control, and the police officers got greedy as they always do. Asked the man to give them money, 500. The manager was like, me give you 500 for what now? My documents are in order, officer. Are we done here? Return my license to me, return my insurance card to me, return everything I need. I gotta go. This is 12 noon. I'm the manager of a bank. I gotta go back and control business. I'm done for my lunch break. Just let me go. But the police officer was like, I'm not going to let you go that easily. So it resulted in an altercation. Cameroonian police officers, again, when you call them out on their injustice, they feel mad. When you call them out on their bribery and corruption, they feel attacked. They cannot accept it. They cannot stand the fact that you're educated enough to know your rights. So according to our Cameroonian police officers, we are all dumb. None of us went to school. Just the fact that we see their uniform, we should tremble. We don't have rights. We should not ask for our rights. We should not defend for a demand for our rights. So he got into an altercation with the Godlove, and he got mad. Officers have very fragile egos. When you say no to them, they feel like you're attacking them, and immediately their fragile egos just be like, just say, you know who I am, just say you are just a traffic control cop. Stick to your job description, man. Check the cars and move out of the way, let people go to where they're going. So as the driver and the officer got into an altercation, the driver was like, see me see trouble, officer, I'm going to drive this car right now. I'm going to to move away from your presence. I'm going back to the bank where I work. So the driver kicked the car and then he sped off from the scene. He was trying to go away from the officer. An officer with a bruised ego, where the vexed they no give 500 francs CFA, an ordinary traffic control cop who wants to impose his will on people thinking he's the law. So now as the driver was speeding away from the traffic control cop, the cop got mad and started following the driver, and he took out his pistol on his pocket. For the purpose of YouTube, I should even speak in pidgin in this video. Now so police officer with a bruised ego carry chaka vom for public place. So you see how, I don't know how they train our Cameroonian police officers. Person vex you just move chaka vom one time in the midst of civilians. You know how Nkwen Bamenda busy. So many civilians. 12 o'clock is afternoon. People are coming back from their farms. People are going to their business centers. People are coming back from school like this. The streets are busy. Officer, because they don't vex. Officer was seeing red. Think sense of reason had flew out the window. And so officer moved chaka vomo in the midst of people. And so the man shoot the team for air, and he started firing out towards the car as the Godlove was going away. Now so the man started spray a chaka vomo anyhow, and that's how he met the poor innocent girl Tataw Brandy across the street. So she was actually a victim of a stray bullet, something that shouldn't even had happened on the streets with civilians. I don't know the kind of training our Cameroonian police officers get. This is crazy. So sadly, that's how an 8-year-old schoolgirl Tataw Brandy, who was coming back from school, never made it home to her loving parents. So there's a family out there, the Tataw family, who will never get to hug their baby girl again. There's a family out there heartbroken and devastated today, who will never get to kiss their baby girl again, who will never get to see their baby girl smile again, unfortunately. So our hearts and our prayers and our thoughts are with the Tataw family today. She was on the other side of the street. A stray bullet met her, claiming her life on the spot from a stupid police officer who could not control his anger burst, and he felt mad and frustrated. The only thing he could do was open fire. Even when he opened fire on the vehicle, nobody go shoot na tire. He claimed he was trying to immobilize the vehicle. He claimed he was trying to stop the car. Why you not open the child room, silence the tire for the motor? If the tire is flat, the driver cannot go anywhere. He will stop. First of all, you don't even have the right to open fire where you see civilians. But if at all you should do that, no be na for tire you for the fire, for stop the motor. Because you don't vex, there's a knife for you 500, you're seeing red, you don't care, you're just opening a child from everywhere. If I perish, I perish. What kind of cockroach mentality is this? Today, unfortunately, a little girl is lying on the morgue because of this police officer with inadequate training. So yeah, and the angry mob on the spot got angry. They picked the little girl's body. They were protesting all the way to up station, to the governor's office, to tell the governor, Lele Afrik, you see what your people are doing. See what your officers are doing. Now, so now they train, they can't silence the life of, Southwest and Northwest Cameroonians, which is horrible. And that's what we've been seeing replicating for many years today. We are tired. Just 2 weeks ago, this happened in Boya. Caroline Njale was silent. Again, when they can't do again for Bamenda, another picking. When will all of this stop? So the angry mob was carrying the little girl and chanting over 500, over 500, over 500. Now, so when a silence man picking over 500, they were chanting, carrying her body all the way to the governor's office. So this police officer who silenced this little girl, the Alain Faga, he even got lucky, because you guys remember when this happened in Boya 2 weeks ago, the police officer who silenced Caroline Ndiale, he too was silenced on the spot. The mob was so angry, they were so angry, they held him on the spot, they pounced on him and they silenced him on the spot. But this Alain Faga today was lucky. His military brothers came to the scene immediately with a big military van. They carried him out of there, took him to a military safe house. And the police delegate today, Matemba Gangele, is out here doing damage control, giving press releases here and there. And the situation is under control. The police officer has been arrested. Which arrested? It's a lie. Child. Lies from the pit of hell. We know how you guys operate. Police officers in Cameroon, they protect each other. When something like this happens, that somebody has to be brought into justice, the police officer has to be brought to justice. He has to be questioned. He has to be, trialed. A whole lawsuit has to be brought. Involuntary or voluntary manslaughter. This is murder, But they find a way to protect their borders all the time. They came out to tell us he has been arrested. Now lie, we know he's not been arrested. You guys have taken him to a military safe house. Matter of fact, he's living a lifestyle of luxury right now, because you guys are giving him breakfast, lunch and supper. He's living on a comfortable bed, in a comfortable mattress that is paid for with state money, taxpayers money. So right now, these police officers that they're telling us that he has been arrested, he's not arrested anything. He's in a government safe house. That's how they protect them. And because they keep protecting these officers who silence civilians, now so the fellow officer they'll continue to silence we civilians them. If they hold one of the officer then so make an example out of him, make a scapegoat out of him, try him, make him to have an open legal trial in Cameroon that people can see, that other officers can see, and they will be scared, So because they don't punish police officers who silence civilians, now so the police officer they continue the silence every day. Because what happened in Boya 2 weeks ago, Carolis Njale, would have been a lesson to all military men in Cameroon, would have been a lesson for all man for fear. Put your safety pin on your gun on before you want to hold gun for front civilian. You get for even panic seeing what your colleague had done 2 weeks ago. But they need fear them. Why they go fear? They have somebody protecting and they have somebody watching their back. And this is what has been going on over and over. So when the Delegate General of the National Security, Matemba Gangele, came out here with his press release, I was really infuriated reading him. I mean, it was his choice of words for me. The people, they play politics over money life. There's a family out there that has lost their daughter. All you could do was come out and give your deepest condolence, your sincerity, and tell the family that we will give justice to your daughter. Like, we will get justice. Justice must be served in this case. At a time like this is what the public needs to hear. Reassurance that justice will take its full course. What he would have said was come out here and say, okay, the police officer has been arrested. A full investigation is going to be carried out. We are going to give 100% transparency during this investigation. Every step of the way, we're going to keep the public updated. And of course, he's going to be charged. It's the state of Cameroon against Alain, against the police officer. It's going to be a full lawsuit. He's going to be charged for voluntary or involuntary manslaughter. This is murder. This guy is an effing silencer. That's a guy who has killed a young girl. But the police officer came out here. His choice of words, Papa God, my beleton for inside to le gardien de la paix. Like, oh my God. Excuse me, I'm even coughing. I'm so angry I can't even talk. I'm even choking on my words. He came out here to see Le Gardien de la Paix. Like, it's almost like he's calling the guy sweet names. The keeper of peace, the keeper of law and order. For where? He's an effing silencer. He has silenced an HAO. You're coming out here to give us sweet names. Like, Papa God. That's somebody's child line at the morgue. That's a family that will never get to see their baby girl again. No, you come out here, you're giving politically correct speeches and addressing the nation. I was so infuriated by that. And where is the accountability? Now, so they ever can't tell we investigation is going on till today. We have not seen the police officers that were in charge of the Ngabu incident. That's how they keep coming to tell us investigation is going on. We never see the end of the investigation. Where is transparency? Where's accountability? Now, so they can't lie we every day. That Alain guy right now, he's somewhere in a safe house living a luxury lifestyle, enjoying, and that's so the matter go. And in 3 to 4 years from now, when the case must have died and public would have stopped talking about the case, they'll transfer him to Yagua, they'll transfer him to Ngaoundere in the north, they'll transfer him to some other region or Adamawa somewhere, and they'll give him a promotion. That's what they do every single day. They come and tell us somebody has been arrested. We never see pictures of the person in jail. We've never seen them hit the courthouse even once. No legal proceedings, never. And the public is asking, how come? We want to see justice served in this case. This Alain guy, he should be tried. It should be a public trial. Everybody wants to see. Matemba Gangele, we are addressing you today. There should be an open transparency here. We want to see this officer brought to court and want to see him being charged and thrown in jail this time around with evidence. We want to see how he's tried. The way you guys are protecting your police officers, covering their asses every day, that's how they go out there and continue doing things to people's children. If you guys start holding them accountable, any police officer now want to move, he gone because of 500, he had go court, he go member say, see what they did to Alain. I don't care whether you guys want to use Alain as a scapegoat. That message has to be passed loud and clear. I mean, very loud and very clear. Every police officer has to know that if I pull my gun, hey, what happened in 1960 will repeat itself. But that's the message that has to be passed, period. So, on the wake of this terrible incidents that happened, claiming the life of Tataw Brandy, a lot of Cameroonians have come out to react. We have comedian Danny Green, we have Abdul Karim, an activist, he came out, and then we have Governor Adolf Lele Afrique. He also came out with his own politically correct version. The president of the nation has called me. Pobia coming. Who Pobia get a number? Who be you for Pobia? Brenda Federer give Pobia headache. Say Pobia coming. Pobia will leave all your wahala go on for you internally, for your own home, for your own family. If you can't call you, you won't. I doubt Pobia even has this governor's number. So the governor came out to say Pobia has called him. The president called me, told me that he'll do everything to make sure we give the little girl a befitting burial. Now on that, who cares now? How about the burial? That one of it pass. We public will contribute, will give the child a befitting burial. That's not what we want to hear. What we want to hear is how this guy is going to be brought to justice and how you guys are going to make sure that things like this don't keep happening to our daughters, our nieces, our sons back there in Cameroon. That's what we want to hear. All this befitting burial, that's not what we want to hear. We want to hear a promise that we we are going to train our police officers better, and we're going to have them not open fire on civilians, and we're going to respect the rights of Cameroonians. If your documents are in order, we have to let you go. That's what you have to do. You have to re-educate all police officers in Cameroon. For some reason, they have so much pride and entitlement. They just feel like you should be giving them money at all times. So yeah. So I'm going to put some of those reactions here so you guys can see what Cameroonians are saying today. What the governor said, that Pobia has called him and told him to make sure the baby girl has a good burial. Just imagine. It's really so heartbreaking, yeah. And then I'm going to put the other videos here to hear what Abdul Karim is saying. And you guys are also going to see Danny Green and other people react to the sad situation that happened today. I love you guys. I remain your girl OhNana. If it is your first time on this channel, you're welcome, honey. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'm going to put those video clips here. I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay safe, everybody. I love you guys. Goodbye.
From God we came.
Yes, baby.
And to God is our return. Make some person know should we begin. Should we go at the inside things say get the power. That begin don't die now because God don't live her. But it is a coward who leaves the adults in battle to shoot at infants. It is the loser and the invader who kills innocent children coming back from school. Yes. 500 francs. People are shot for one reason. Because they are Southern Cameroonians. Full stop.
Dear President, you're my father, you're my leader, dear President. Dear President, I wrote you a letter a year ago. You did not respond to me in a report, Papa. I don't know if you know, but I want to remind you, they are doing it again. They're killing us. How many years ago they killed our children in Gabo? Not up to a few months ago, they killed our child again in Boya. Today, they've killed another child again in Bamenda. Dear President, please, you're our father, you're our leader. Where are we going to? Is this the Cameroon that you promised us? Is it the Cameroon that our children have to live in? Where are we going to? If we're killing the leaders of tomorrow, where are we going to? Where are we going to?
Tataw and the head of state himself has called me to express his deep concern after that incident, asking me to extend to the bereaved family his word of condolence, instructing me also to take necessary measures to make sure that school children is given a befitting burial.